Hi, I'm Linda Jones and I'm going to show you how to make this lovely Far Eastern design. It's in one of my books and we'll be using the Whammer to make this project. The other tools that you'll need for this are, we're actually going to make it in copper wire. It's 0.8 20 gauge. You'll need chain nose pliers, flat nose pliers, round nose pliers, cutters, and of course a steel block and a Whammer. To make the Far Eastern necklace you need to make the hammered units, and I've cut 2-inch lengths, two 2-inch lengths, and then I'm going to cut one a bit longer, about 2.5 or so. It really doesn't matter, this is pretty random. And you're going to bend them or curve them around a mandrel. Any mandrel will do. So it can be a piece of wood like this, a curtain pole, or a ring mandrel. Anything will do. Just bend them around something circular to curve them. And now we're going to make a link at each end. And instead of making it in the direction away from the curve, I'm going to curl the link so that it sits, as you can see, adjacent to the curve. So I'm going to do that with all of them. 2 are going to be in the same direction, and this one is going to be in the opposite. So there you have your 3 units, and now I'm going to start hammering the ends with the Whammer. So bring your steel block in front of you, take one of the units with the link sitting upright, bring the hammer quite close to the wire, and first of all just stroke the wire out. Now increase the strike. When you've hammered it a bit on one side, turn it over and hammer it on the other. And you keep hammering it, turning it round. And you will see now that the wire at the end has mushroomed out and spread. It's also work hardened at the same time. Now I'm going to do that with the other 2 little lengths. So keep the hammer quite low to start the strike. You can see it's a stroking motion. You're pushing the wire out. Turn it over again. And there's the second unit that's been mushroomed out, and I'll work on the last one now. You can make as many of these units as you want. Just remember to stroke the metal out. So now I have these 3 ready. I'm going to make one more piece for the center. You can do any shape you like for this, just working off the end of a spool. Use your round nose pliers to make a link, and then you can curl little waves into the link, just sort of like a wavy backwards and forwards. I'm going to cut it off now because I don't want too much, and carry on with the wave effect using my pliers. Just wiggle it backwards and forwards until the end of the wire sits coming down centrally. And I'm going to use my Whammer again and hammer the very, very end and spread the wire out. I'm also going to hammer the sides to toughen them. And there you can see how that unit's now work hardened on the edges and it's been spread there at the end. Now we're ready just to make one big jump ring that will hold everything together. So using my round nose pliers, I'm going to curl the wire around the widest part of my pliers, making a coil. Now I'm going to cut it off from the spool and find the last cut end, as long as it doesn't jump away. This is why they're called jump rings. And then cut through to make a link. And I'm ready to thread one of these links through these top pieces. In fact, this one, because you've got a link here, you're going to have to turn that 90 degrees to thread it on. Once they're all threaded and hanging, it's always a bit of a mystery until you look at it. Look at the shape, and if one of them is sitting across the other one, you can just pull it down a little bit and lengthen it. Use your fingers. You can see just by pulling them down, you can reshape and see how they hang. That's better now. Oops. It is like working with something that's alive, I'm afraid. You just have to get hold of it at the top and make sure that they don't flop over each other too much. Once you've established how they're going to hang, you can make lovely pendants in different coloured wires like this and suspend them off a cord, and I've just made little spacer beads with wire there, and it has a very Far Eastern look. So enjoy using your whammer and hammering out the ends of the wire for this project.